There was always politics in WCW, so that was standard. Just Hogan's, he's really one-dimensional. He likes to think of himself as like many-dimensional, but he's really one-dimensional. It's like if he was playing a game of poker. I've been around him a lot, so you can tell by his face what kind of a hand he had. He can tell you what kind of down cards he had without even telling you. But it's fine. You know what I mean? He got what he wanted out of WCW, and my deal is that even though I'm getting paid, it's not all about the money. This business is a passion. And when you get one guy just ruining everything, if he's a lead dog, he's just like The Rock. The Rock was a lead dog over there in WWF, and he didn't cause any problems at all. Shook everybody's hand in the dressing room, looked everybody in the eye, didn't stab anybody in the back. That's one way to do it. And the other way is like Hogan does it. Which company?
WCW.
Oh, WCW. That was the same thing. Hogan was in charge. You know what I mean? So it was ridiculous. He plays little kid games all the time. You know what I mean? And that's how he amuses himself. And when a guy's got power like that, or thinks he's got power like that, and you get somebody, like I like Eric Bischoff and everybody, everything, but he really did, cater to Hogan's, wishes, and unfortunately Hogan didn't have the team involved. He just had his individual selfish self involved.
In your last appearance on WCW Monday Nitro, I believe it was in November of '99, you were quoted as saying, "The bullets are out of your gun." Who was that directed towards?
That was directed to Hogan. I was going to get him on TV and sucker him into a match. The minds in WCW, if anybody didn't see that coming, they were totally blind and deaf, because it doesn't matter how much money you got back in the company, if you're just throwing money away frivolously, or or just not listening to the people. The barometer should be the box office, what goes out of the box office, who's paying the tickets, or who's watching on television, the pay-per-view, or who's watching when Nitro was getting those big ratings. Those are the people that you listen to, that you get an opinion from. You don't get an opinion from a self-serving person like Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean? Because you're going to get bad direction, and which is proved. But he's just laughing about the demise of WCW. But in actuality, he should be really ashamed of himself, because there was a lot of people there that lost their jobs, because of that, and they can't feed their families, maybe. You know what I mean? So he doesn't care anything about that.
In early 2002, you issued a challenge to Hulk Hogan on OneWrestling.com. Whatever happened to that, and what went on behind the scenes that we never heard about?
Well, here's what happened. As I offered him a chance to wrestle for free, since we both made a lot of money in this business, I challenged Hogan with all the proceeds going to the All Children's Hospital, real fine charity right over here where we both live. It helps sick kids, and time of need. And I gave him 2 weeks to accept the challenge. If he didn't accept the challenge, I was going to give 10 grand to the kids, for a little token thing. But for all the pay-per-view money, what it could have been if Hogan Savage would have wrestled and gave all the money to charity. But in 2 weeks, he dodged the questions, and even on the radio down here and all that kind of stuff, made a million excuses, like it was a tax write-off I was doing, and just everything, just to get out of the match. So he didn't accept the challenge, and I paid $10,000 2 weeks later at Christmas Eve so the kids could have some kind of a present. But that challenge is still wide open for Hogan.
Hulk Hogan?
I got nothing good to say about Hulk Hogan. He's a punk, you know what I mean? And if everything comes around, dude, you know what I mean? I don't know if he thinks he's flying high right now, but I got something for him if he ever wants to come down to the planet Earth.
Sting,
good dude and great athlete.
Eric Bischoff?
Eric Bischoff is a good friend. He's a cool guy. He just gotten tangled in that cobweb, or that spider web over there at WCW, where Hogan had him. You know what I mean? And he put some faith in the wrong guy.
You certainly will. Thank you very much.
One message to my fans is that thanks for the run. It was unbelievably great, and you know, the wrestling business is something that you really can't take yourself out of, and so I'm plugging myself back in to pass the torch to the new generation, and that's what a lot of the guys should do around here. But you know, the Hulk Hogans are not going to pass the torch. They're going to pass you a torch that's not lit and too heavy to hold, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get these young guys going, and you're going to be entertained by seeing guys that work really hard and care about their career, and they're going to be excited to show it for you.